Okay, in this video, we're going to be talking about how to get a ton of traffic from Yahoo Answers. Now, Yahoo Answers will bring you traffic in two ways. Wikipedia will bring you, in the last video we showed you, it'll bring you traffic from the actual site, from human beings seeing it and clicking a link. Now, what Yahoo will do is it'll bring you traffic from that same thing, from people going there and reading your answer and wanting to check out what else you have to say. But it'll also help you by improving your search engine ranking as well for your site. Now, the resources, what you'll need in order to do this, are free, but it will take you a little bit of time. And what you'll need is two separate Yahoo accounts, and you'll also need a Twitter account. Now, all those are free, and this technique, just to be upfront with you, is a little bit gray hat. And the reason is because you're going to be asking a question yourself and then answering the question from another account. And obviously, if you ask it as Jim Jones and answer as Jim Jones, it's not going to be very convincing or help anything. So you would have to do the whole virtual name or whatever. So you can always do something which is clearly a fake name, like Joe Freedom or John Marketer or something like that, so that people know, hey, obviously this isn't this guy's real name, but he's in this niche. If you're in the real estate niche, you could be Joe Real Estate or whatever. So anyway, let's jump into the technique here. First thing you would do is you would go to Yahoo Answers, and if you don't already have a Yahoo account, you can set that up for free. And again, it's very simple. I'm not going to go through that in this video because it's self-explanatory. But all you would have to do is just sign up for free and create two different accounts. And then if you come here to Yahoo Answers, you can see, for example, somebody that's already asked a question. This is what it'll look like after you ask a question. In this case, this guy's asking, hey, how do I ask this girl out? So let's say, for instance, you're in the dating niche and you have a video series that teaches people how to talk to women or ask girls out in order to meet the woman of your dreams and marry her. Okay, well, you could ask a question like this, and obviously you want to write it in your own words so you're not copying anything. And then what you would do is you would log out and log back in as your other person. In this case, it might be the dating guy or whatever, and you would answer this question. Okay, now when you answer it, you want to, both in the question and in the answer, have your keyword term in there. So in other words, how do I ask this girl out would be your keyword term. Okay, if your term is how to make money in trading, your question is how to make money in trading. Okay, and then what you want to do is, in your question, you want to mention that in the first sentence very early on. So if your question is, or your keyword is, how do I make money with trading, you want to have the title be, how do I make money with trading? And then your first paragraph might start out with something like, I'm wondering if anyone could tell me, how do I make money with trading? And then for the rest of the question, because the question isn't very long, normally it's about a paragraph, you don't want to mention those words again. So you don't want to say, how do I make money with trading, because I've been trading for a while and I've got a lot of questions about how to make money. You don't want to do that. Okay, what you want to do is think of your question here as a little website that you're optimizing for the search engines. And when it comes to optimizing for anything, whether it's for a blog or an article or a website or a Yahoo question or Squidoo Lens, whatever, Google and the other search engines see this like a shopping list. When you go to the store, the most important thing that you need to get is on the top of the list. It's not on the bottom. Okay, and if you have let's say, for example, you need to get milk from the store. Um, your spouse says, when you go to the store, I don't care if you forget everything else, just don't forget milk. You're going to have it on the top. Okay, it's probably going to be bold, it's going to be underlined. You know, that's your way of saying this is the most important thing. And that's the way that the search engines and Yahoo and everybody else will see it as important. So mention it first, don't mention it at the end, don't mention it in the middle because it sounds too spammy. Just mention it at the beginning. Hopefully I made that clear. Um, Now, when you answer the question in the other account, it's the same thing. You know, you ask the question, how do I ask this girl out, or whatever it is. You know, the number one tip I can give you is this, this, and this. And what you want to do is you want to link back to your site, okay? Specifically, a page that talks about whatever it is you're doing here. It could be an article, it could be a blog post, and again, you want to make sure that you have, excuse me, a either an a squeeze page that you're sending them to, or a an opt-in box that's very blatant on the top right, because from studying where the most important place is that people look, it's the top right. Okay, have your chance for them to get some free information about this topic on the top right. And the reason you want to do that versus just sending them to an offer or whatever is it's just like a squeeze page. You can get, 30% and up of your visitors to this site on your list, or you can just try and get 1% of them to buy. So obviously we want to get 30% because we can go ahead and sell them something right afterwards. But why not get everybody into your sales funnel at first right away? Now, Yahoo Answers has a great relationship with Google and with the other search engines. So when you do this, you're going to get a lot of natural organic traffic from people that are in Yahoo Answers that are saying, hey, I was curious about that too, and that sounded like a good answer that guy gave. He mentioned that he teaches some other, great similar information on his site, datingtips101.com or whatever it is. I'll go check it out. And people will find it on the search engines based on your keyword. So definitely do it. It's a great resource. It's a great way to get a lot of traffic, and it's free, and it really doesn't take very long. Now, it's important to understand this. This is a key element to this technique. Yes, you post the question, then you log in as the other account and you answer the question with a link to your website. But if you just do that, you'll miss it. Okay? What you have to do next is you have to log back in as the person that asked the question and choose your other person's answer, in other words, your fake account or whatever, as the best answer. And you can wait, a couple hours to do this, or maybe even, a day or two. But by doing that, it gives the authority to Yahoo and to Google that answer was the right answer. It's kind of like Wikipedia again. Okay, well, the people have voted, and this is the best answer. So when you do that, you'll end up getting, more feedback, more popularity, more rankings, and more visitors. So ask the question, have a second account answer the question, and then go back to your first account and say, this was the best answer, and choose that. So that's all you have to do. Again, don't forget to take advantage of your traffic by having a squeeze page or by having a opt-in box with a free offer on the top right of your page as soon as they do that.